Hey guys, so in this episode, we discussed one of Ben's clients competing in an APL prep, obviously how to get the best out of your client during that period, and some things to look for in a coach when you are kind of looking to go down that route. All right, enjoy the episode. Yeah, I have a confession to make. So I've purchased another item from Gymshark.
Oh no!
Over the last 7 days.
Oh, no.
Not even 7 days. It was like yesterday. The boys are wearing me down.
What'd you get?
I got some wife beaters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I figured that.
Is Gymshark the conversation we had about like Steph saying you should get this, and then you mean like, no, fuck with those skinny boys. And
no, because the photo was like, she was like, saying I was a medium, and I was like, I'm not fucking medium, bro. Yeah. And she said because that dude on the model had like one vein in his forearm. Yeah. So she was like,
he's jacked.
He's massive.
That's awesome. It means I'm huge. It's fine.
It's like,
fuck. I had veins yesterday.
It's not one vein. You're fucking huge. Apparently one vein in your hand.
Goals.
So yeah, I bought another purchase. That's like 2 in a month.
Wowee.
Yeah, I know.
I think, yeah, like aside from the fuckboy branding of Gymshark, that just to be clear, Jason would have given me a lot of shit for buying Gymshark 12 months ago.
Fucking oath.
It was in the same pile as Lululemon.
Fucking oath.
Which you also loved your Lululemon jacket when we had them.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That when we grew out of, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love the jumping off True Geordie. I don't know if you know that story.
Didn't they can him? They cancelled him, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love that. Didn't love that.
Yeah. You gotta do that now. You have to.
Yeah. I don't know. I think so. For those who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about,
like they got their finger on the trigger. They're ready to just go pop pop.
True Geordie is like, for lack of, and the easiest way to explain him is probably like the British Joe Rogan. Obviously not anywhere near on the same scale, but one of the biggest podcasters in the UK. Big meathead, fucking tattooed, bearded, bald guy that talks to really smart people.
What a fucking sometimes sexy sounding dude.
Sometimes talks to just random shit. Like he's had Jordan Peterson on, but he's also had porn stars on. He's had comedians on. Anyway, so super, super broad in terms of spectrum. He's really influential in the YouTube boxing space. So like KSI and what's their group called? Sidemen. Who big YouTube names. So whenever they do any of their fights, he calls them and does like live calls of fights and shit and streams it and all that kind of stuff in the actual boxing. He had what's the heavyweight dude? The gypsy?
Tyson.
Yeah,
no.
He had
Tyson Fury.
He had Tyson Fury on. And they basically had this huge beef online and screamed at each other, and that was it. So anyway, he basically made a joke that had a religious element to it, but he was just attacking Andrew Tate.
Right.
So it was about Andrew Tate becoming a Muslim. So the co-host on the show, his wife is a Muslim.
The co-host's wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at the time, he said nothing. He laughed. It was all cool. It was just a live stream throwaway line that he made about how Tate's not a Muslim, and I wouldn't believe it unless he did something very stereotypical. It's not even stereotypical, just like gross, basically. Like it.
Yeah.
But out of context, it wasn't a great line, but you've got to allow people, I think, to go that way. And then he came on and did an apology video and like fucking cried on the internet and like was really sorry about it. And actually,
so who was offended?
The internet.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant this person's wife.
So then the co-host actually hosted the apology video.
Yeah.
And he was really good, like just asked questions and allowed, I think it's Jonathan is his name, his real name. Anyway, True Geordie to like explain that he's like didn't think about it that way, blah, blah, blah. And then, Gymshark, which was the main sponsor of the show, was like, latest.
Yeah, right.
But he lost basically all his sponsors.
I guess like it's a domino effect, right? Once one goes.
Yo, you can't be the one that stays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, it's
it
like-
was,
Yeah, you're racist then.
yeah. I watched another episode. Someone was interviewing Andrew Schultz. It might have been Andrew Brennan, maybe, on his podcast. You're looking at me like I have no idea who those
Yeah, I
people
was
are.
like, who the fuck is this guy?
So Andrew Brennan has 2 or 3, loosely call them stand-up specials on Netflix. He does shit real differently. So watch them. They're very good.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. Not stand-up and deliver. Stand-up is... He does one called 3 mics, where one mic's jokes, one mic's is like stories, and then another mic is like observations of the world. It's super interesting. Anyway, so he was like talking to Schultz, and like some of the shit that they get away with on his podcast when they do like a dialogue at the start and just say like the crudest shit and get away with it. And it's like, well, so what was the go with that? And it's like, well, comedians sort of have this license at the moment. So it's like the pendulum of that political correctness has swung back, but only the comedians have it.
Yeah, not everyone's allowed to talk about it.
And because he's not quite a comedian yet,
Yeah.
he's just an entertainer. He didn't have, like, the perception is you don't have the scope to...
Yeah.
Because it's nothing compared to, like, what, using a UK reference, like what Ricky Gervais would say.
Yeah.
Like, not even close. And what's the other one? The prim, he's real prim, wears a suit, English fella. He just does, like, punchline jokes. Anyway.
Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy Carr. Okay, he's fucking savage.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Because he's a comedian, he's allowed to be. But, yeah.
They'll double standard, eh?
So that put me off Gymshark a little bit.
Yeah. There's a very massive hole in the market for like good workout gear for males.
Gymshark's that kind of brand, though.
What do you mean,
Like,
Tam?
you would
Contribute to the podcast for your cult.
You
Very
would expect
polished.
they would just drop someone because of their image.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, maybe a different brand would have kept him on.
Yeah. And then I listened to the CEO of Gymshark on Modern Wisdom, and I liked him. I was like, fuck.
He wouldn't have made that decision though.
He's a cool dude.
Like they would have sat in a boardroom with a bunch of suits and you know what I mean? Like all that shit's like
Now, this is the expectation drop in share price over the next 6 months.
Yeah. a bunch of squares would have told him,
Yeah.
well, come together and said, we need to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good episode anyway. He was interesting.
Yeah.
Good on him. What is he, like fucking 30 and he's nearly a billionaire or something?
Yeah. It's fucking
Young.
weapon.
It's wild.
But yeah,
So
big hole in the market
Just
for
fucking
clothes.
derailed your chat.
No, fuck, I couldn't care less. I need all the help I can get today.
What was his Gymshark purchase, Jason?
I've got some wife beaters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like
Have you got
why
they're coming
a
today.
Gymshark quote unquote wife beater and not just a Bonds white singlet?
I didn't want to shit on them. I didn't want to shit on Bonds publicly. They're not thick enough. They don't last long enough.
That's all right.
They're jacked.
You're not shitting on them. You're
They're not-
just
Oh,
giving
well, you know.
constructive feedback.
That's fine.
I didn't
They're
want to
not
mention
workout-
it because
they're
like
not
I got
workout
Bonds
gear, so-
socks, jocks.
Yeah.
I'm like I didn't want to shit on
Okay,
publicly.
so you're a Bonds fan.
Yeah, you
They're
just-
just lacking.
your
in
wife
the
beaters aren't for
shirt.
jacked people,
Yeah.
and as soon as you go to the gym, they get fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
there
not
we
for
go.
training.
Yeah,
That's all right.
well,
They're an undergarment. They're not a
I
training
didn't want to shit
garment.
on Bonds publicly. Now I have. Makes me feel bad. But yeah, so here we are.
Yeah, there is a gap.
Need better workout gear for
Yeah.
men,
Yeah.
for biological men,
Yeah.
just so we don't get cancelled.
That isn't either.
So we're still in
Biological
line.
males.
We're still in line for the Gymshark sponsorship.
Yeah, it's just like there's just no workout gear line that I'm just like I would have one of everything. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not.
I'm not big
I
enough to wear. I would like to wear all of the Gasp
Oh,
wardrobe, but A, it's too
You gotta be so
expensive,
fucking
and B, I'm not
pinched.
big enough.
yeah. Yeah. I think I bought like 2 things, and I was like,
Nah.
this is a level of like meathead that I just had. Like, I think I got there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Which is their
To,
thing, right?
to
So-
enter the realm of meathead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of meathead, tell you what. Do you ever look at Facebook memories and get depressed?
I saw your video yesterday.
Oh man.
Instagram stopped giving me memories of dogs.
Yeah. Well, I just look at because obviously like we were jailed a couple of years back,
Yeah.
and then so 3-hour workouts will do that to a man.
Yeah.
Make you fucking jacked to shit.
Yeah, I was massive too.
And yeah, fuck, I was was pretty depressing.
My face was just as massive though, but
Yeah.
that was pretty massive.
Yeah, I don't really hold. Do I get a fat face? Like, you guys can tell me. Like, it's
Not
fine.
really.
I won't get upset.
No,
You hold it. What you just overall get
Everything
bigger.
just gets bigger.
you
Yeah,
just get square.
yeah, because there's people that like, as soon as they get bigger,
Yeah,
it's just like the fucking head, man,
yeah,
or the face. It's just like you get a pin and just go.
yeah. Yeah, I've actually got in the last couple of weeks. It's funny. So I had this conversation with Amy yesterday. Like, physically, this is probably the best I've felt in like 3 years.
Yeah,
Probably longer. I just can't remember
yeah.
a time before that. But I've noticed like I've lost my neck.
As in,
Like I had to fucking my neck used to wreck collars. Like if the top fit me shoulders and
Feels.
chest, I'd just fucking like
Yeah.
the collar had 3.
do you
layers,
find
it was
those shirts you used to wear, you can't wear them now?
because
like-
they're all wrecked.
Yeah, they're all fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, first thing that goes. And I was like, maybe it's the hangers. And I was like, oh, no,
it's definitely
it's
not.
your neck. But now my neck's gone. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I just have a normal person
Can't-
neck.
You can't fill out that t-shirt
Nah.
with spots.
Correct, yeah.
Once you're big and you wear a t-shirt, it's fucked. If you get smaller,
Yep.
like the only way to make that t-shirt better is
be
you get bigger.
Yeah.
Just keep stretching it.
Well, thankfully, I ordered like the whole shop of our new merch. So
Yeah, I'm waiting for.
Hope you
Selfishly waiting for the sizing.
Hope you ordered the right size.
Yeah.
fuck it. If it doesn't fit me, we'll just sell it.
Here's a t-shirt giveaway. Just this one
I
color.
was
and
going to
this one
say,
size.
next month they'll be like, we have 5 large T-shirts to give
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, it'll
First
be like-
in.
Yeah, in the application for the competition, it's like, what size are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone in
Only-
this size wins.
Only a men's large. And this color.
Yeah. If you tick black, you win. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen for the new merch.
Yeah,
Keen for the
me
new
too.
merch.
Me too.
Yeah, if you're wondering what that is, too late.
It's gone.
Missed out.
It's going to wait for
I've
the
seen
spring edition.
I've seen
now.
a cheeky order come in at the last minute.
I wonder
even
who
after the
I wonder
deadline.
who that was.
After the deadline, there was a cheeky big. It was a
Yeah.
pretty substantial order too.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky you fucking waited for me. Because I spent the most out of everyone. Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
I should have ordered. I think I ordered extra large.
You did.
It's going to be depressing if I just like. It's like, oh, yeah, I could still order extra large, and it's too big.
And you
Fuck.
can't. Yeah. it'd ruin your
Fucking
day.
body dysmorphia is real.
It's risky
Yeah.
though. It's like extra large but oversized. Who knows which size?
Yeah,
people
I
want.
feel like in this day and age, like you could get away with it though. They're like, oh, he's just
Bit-
likes this stuff
Just
baggy.
comfy. Yeah.
Relaxed.
Yeah, like those new t-shirts I got. They're good, baggy as
Yeah.
so baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
Li-
comfortable, that shirt.
it leaves a lot to the imagination. Like if you just have like a set of traps, doesn't matter if you don't look
Thanks,
good.
Jace. We just discussed that mine have gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know,
Appreciate
start
it.
lifting more.
I'll start doing some shrugs.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's fucking Project Hybrid. I'm upset. My traps are gone. I stopped lifting heavy. I stopped lifting heavy full time. Come on, man. Like this guy. all
Why
this-
can't I just have everything?
Yeah, well, you know,
Why can't I just train for 4 hours a week and,
just be Ross Edgley.
and look like a monster?
We can. You can. Just got to go back in time, and your mum just has to select somebody else.
Nah, I think just altogether different. My
Yeah.
mum's side's even smaller than my
Ah,
dad's
fuck.
side.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
You missed out.
Mum's like 5'1", I think.
Yeah, missed the boat, man. Yeah, I think my mum's like 60 kilos on a like with clothes on, and
Yeah.
probably like wring and wet as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway. So photo shoot on Sunday.
Yeah.
You ready,
fucking
mate?
G'd up. Let's go.
Ready? You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna-
tanned, hairless,
I'm gonna do the.
rapid weight loss protocol.
I'm gonna
What
film
we got?
Tam filming. That's what I'm gonna do.
We've got
You know what?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm gonna bring my camera and I'm gonna film
Yeah.
Tam taking photos.
I was gonna bring my camera and selfishly just film my own shit, like because we don't really do much,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not gonna be like getting heaps of pictures.
Yes.
So I
you
was
are.
like,
Yes, you are,
oh, am I? Oh, I didn't think I
mate. You
was.
look better
gonna.
than you think. It's all right.
So I was gonna like just
You know, you do the photo shoot and then you look back 12 months later and you're like, fuck,
cool
I was
looks
lean.
better. Cool looked better.
I was lean.
Cool looked better.
Yeah, but we had a good time.
We had a good time. I have a confession to make. Got wildly drunk on Saturday night. Whew. So here's a guy prepping for a photo shoot. This guy absolutely lit on Saturday
yeah, me
night.
too, actually.
But that's
Paid for it.
just kind of where I'm at the moment.
Mm.
You know, if the opportunity arises.
Balance, Chase, balance.
Oh, bro. Oof. Yeah. Decided to balance out life by getting lit during a cut.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what you do. You know, of course. And guess what? Didn't look as good as I could. Who would have thought?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, looked and felt like shit come Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
trained like I couldn't believe like the obvious regression in my training
from
drinking Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
I probably had like
just...
a bottle, maybe a bottle and a half of wine.
Oh yeah.
And then trained Monday and was like, I'm like, fuck yeah. I've started at 4 sets, 6 chins. And I was like, chipped away at 7. Then I had like 2 sets at 8, 1 at 7, 1 at 6. And I was like, this is the week. I'm going 4 by 8.
Yeah.
I was like, 1 by 8, 1 by 7, 1 by 5.
1 by 5.
1 by 5. I was like, fuck me, I'm cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that'll derail your progress greater than alcohol.
Yeah, and I was an extra kilo heavier from the water retention, so it made it harder too. Makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Extra 1.5% weight.
But if you just like make your calories match, man,
That's fine. Don't worry
hit
about
your
it.
protein,
It's all good.
gives a fuck.
Still shredded.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently that's all that matters.
The alcohol just becomes
I timed.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I timed my protein intake 2 hours before I had my first drink, so I could
did you do the
minimize.
what do they call it? Preloading?
No, I fucking didn't. I just ate some dinner.
Oh really? Yeah,
What
no,
did I
I
have?
didn't do any of that.
I made a chorizo and ham pasta.
Chorizo and ham pasta, eh?
Found it on the
Red sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a red sauce.
Found it on the Thermomix. Wasn't bad, but I think the recipe was a bit designed for children, so it was blitzed.
Yeah, so it's perfect for you.
Well, yeah. This fucking guy. So the meat was blitzed rather than
Yeah.
chunks. And it
Hey,
was-
digestion's better, man. Come
yeah,
on.
well, especially when
Yeah.
you drink a bottle and a half of red wine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need that help.
Yeah, well, I drank probably about 3 times that on Saturday night.
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah.
I
good.
couldn't do that anymore. I'd still be fucked now.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why you're cranky.
Yeah, I'm hungry. It's a lot. There's a lot going on at the moment. It's snowed with the workload.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that conversation with my wife yesterday. I was just like, fuck, man, I don't know if I can just do that
Yeah.
anymore.
I can't.
Not anymore. Like, it's still fun,
Yeah.
but when you got work to do, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, man, like, it's probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
You know, just getting that lit that you're just like, you don't feel good till like Wednesday. I mean, it's still Wednesday. I feel like shit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably drink less frequently in
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah. It's the first time I have in a really long time. Like, I reckon my wedding.
Oh yeah.
Our Christmas party, we got pretty lit, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. That was,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, yes, you will.
Yeah. But I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Whereas this was like, we had stuff to do.
Yeah, I think
It was
that's the
hard.
toughest part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the workload is and the bandwidth. Just to be like mentally on all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't be. I thought it was gonna like just wind me down and
Nah.
you know, just like it was just gonna be like a good kind of, you know, we had friends over, so you know, fuck it, you know, just have a good night and I'll like be kind of like reset. It's just like,
Alcohol
Nah.
doesn't work like that.
nah, I really should. Well, sometimes it does for me,
Mm.
but I think I have to have the fun element of like going out,
Yeah.
dancing, socializing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the part that
That works.
I wake up the next day, I feel good. It's like we just
Yeah.
got to leave my house. Like
Yeah.
we just had dinner and then
Yeah.
just like fucking one bottle just
It
kept getting
happened.
opened. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wasn't it didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking paying for it and I'm upset.
The choices we make.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now I've got to drop 8% of body fat in 4 days.
Lovely.
So yeah. Anyway.
Cool. I'll speak to you on Sunday. Once I
Do you,
leave today, like, have a good week,
have
Jason.
you got anyone prepping for this one?
Nah,
That's
all the ones that we're interested in interstate.
Yeah. Might have to run something
Yeah.
interstate or maybe just later in the year. Come
Yeah.
your dogs.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that? What's up, guys? Welcome to the STCfit podcast, where we talk about all things nutrition, training, and how to live your best life. If you want some more information about coaching, our free resources, and other fitness-related content, be sure to check us out on our website at www.stcfit.com. All right, let's get to the episode. Do you ever get the discussion about using things to aid fat loss? Like, I always get that. I always get this, like, should I buy this product? Or what do you guys think of this? And I'm like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, I guess it inadvertently works, though, when you think about it. Like, do you ever have your clients to use, like, OxyShred?
I was going to say, do you mean OxyShred and shit like that?
Oh, we can fucking talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got this face like, are we talking about drugs here? Like, we can.
Like, what direction are we going here?
We can if you want to.
Most of my female clients don't ask.
Most of my clients
PEDs.
sit there and, I feel like most of your female clients are like, someone at the gym told me about this thing called Clen.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone at the gym told you about it. Yeah. Yeah, but I get the OxyShred. Like, what are the new ones? Like, Tam, you're young. Like, what are the young kids saying about with supplements? But I get it all the time. Like, someone said I should have this. Yeah, and I'm just like, how do I say this?
I think that's still the popular one.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only supplement I've been asked about in the last, as far as I can remember, is creatine.
Really?
Yeah, and I said yes. Take all of it.
Fuck, you did. Yeah, you train a very specific demographic then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it all the time. Adrenal switch, pre-workout, fucking fat burners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, like, the marketing's good. I mean, it's that whole value equation again, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, if I pay for this,
I'll do the thing.
The idea is that I'll get this in the least amount of time, and the effort will be less. So I would buy it too. Yeah. Yeah. We
did buy it.
I was going to say, yeah. I remember when I first bought my, like, what was it, like a test? It was like this fucking test booster thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And the guy on the fucking, the container was massive. And I actually remember, like, just being like, I can't wait till I've finished this bottle of shit. So I look like that.
Fucking hell. What a time to be alive.
Fuck.
Do you know,
hilarious? It's like, that was 17 years ago. I'm fucking still waiting.
Jace's whole garage is just full of those bottles.
Oh, far out.
I, unknowingly, I reckon I must have just started PT, and I thought I had bought just another test booster. And I bought a pro hormone cycle.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Without even knowing what it was.
Yeah, what was that called? We got it. No, I got some too.
Yeah.
Because what's his name at the gym got it? Yeah. And he got jacked, so we're just like, I'll have what he's having.
And then my second one didn't come through. And I was like, how come? Oh.
Yeah.
And then, like, as I got a bit older, I was like, so pro hormones are far worse for you than anabolic steroids and blah, blah, blah.
Pro hormones, at the time, though, we were able to use them because they got banned over that time that we were using them.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the second order didn't come because then we weren't allowed to get them.
Yeah. But it came with, like, a PTC and everything. PCT.
Yeah, which is stupid anyway, but whatever.
But, yeah, it was just, like, the severity of it was
Yeah.
No, this is... Yeah.
Still waiting to get hench too, guys.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, I get the fat burner one a lot. Like, I just think the concept sounds great. And it's like most of the time people use it. And the way that it would burn fat is like kind of like in a inadvertent way. Yeah. It's like...
makes you move more.
Well, yeah, it makes you move more. It just makes you more committed. Like, think about it. Yeah. If you invested... So if you were just doing your plan, and then I said, this costs $100...
I would have got that 4x8.
Correct. It's like you would have done... You would have showed up, you would have fucking stuck to your diet, you probably wouldn't have, like, eaten the biscuits at the fucking tea table at work and shit. Yeah. Like, you would have just done all the stuff because you've got this, like, other investment now in your fat loss journey.
Yeah, I think those things for me just, like, make me so wound up that I must move so much that would aid my fat loss.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sitting still is not an option.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends how lean you are. Sitting down feels pretty good. And then, I guess...
You've seen me after a coffee, right?
Yeah, I have. He's on the fucking toilet, Tam.
Yeah, well, that's true. No, you haven't seen me after a coffee because I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah. But, I guess, like, just for those people at home, it's like... If you the most of those formulas are going to inadvertently encourage you to kind of, I guess, like, stick to the plan and adhere to the mechanisms of fat loss. Like, it's gonna suppress your appetite, so that's gonna control your energy intake. It's going to give you the energy to move, like Ben said, and probably just give you the energy to train at the gym. Because most of the time it's like an hour before your session,
Yeah.
have 800 milligrams of caffeine,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the formula.
Yeah. Just unfortunately, that also happens to be 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And then you're wondering why, I'm fucking so lean, I can't sleep. I'm so hungry, I can't sleep. It's like, nah,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you just had 8 coffees
Yeah.
before you tried to go to bed.
How much caffeine do you reckon you've had in a day?
Max.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been those like Oxy Shred days. Would
Yeah.
have been the highest.
Yeah. I reckon.
I've gone pretty hard with,
Did you ever used to use Animal Stack?
yeah.
Yeah. That shit's fucking
Yeah.
wild. Is it
Yeah.
Animal Stack? Animal Pack? There's 2.
Yeah.
One's red and was fucking
Well,
just.
it's both the animal brand and then they do different
One's
shit.
a multivitamin.
Yeah.
And then the other one was.
Zoomies.
Yeah.
Zoomies in a tin.
Used to have 2 of those a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'll get you through your
That's
PT.
probably it.
That'll get you through your PT
Yeah.
sessions.
I've done that, but I've also done, it's Provigil, right? Modafinil.
Yeah.
With like,
Yeah, it's not caffeine, I guess. But
I've
yeah.
had two double shot coffees and 100 megs of modafinil,
Mm.
and that's pretty fucking zoomy.
I feel like I need to do that in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Get over that hump, get it done. Whatever it takes.
No, I'm just going to eat 400 burgers on Sunday. Feel better about myself.
Or it's pub night tonight. I'm excited.
Pub night, Tam.
Pub night, because I live in the country now.
Country.
Go to the pub on Wednesday.
Pub. Is bingo as well? Or
So
trivia or?
we were actually having this discussion of like, what do the locals actually call the pub?
Yeah.
Because the place we go to
Watering
is like,
hole?
it's a pokies bistro.
Yeah.
It's called Costello's.
Yeah.
So but there's like the pub on the corner that did like 2 up Yabby races and shit on Anzac Day. And it's like, that's
Yabby races?
yeah, bro. Yeah.
So
I wanted to go.
How
but
does that happen?
I don't know. So I wanted to
Oh.
go, right? So I had I was talking to Amy about this. I was like, that would be sick fun to like go do the 2 up thing. Yabby races, I'm like, how does this happen?
Yeah.
I'm in. Sign me up. But I didn't want to go, ironically, thinking, oh, what a laugh. We'll go and do the most like Aussie yobbo
thing.
shit we could possibly do on Anzac Day as a bit of a laugh and get there and people mean it. Because then I'd feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
So I didn't go.
You jerk. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that's the pub, proper pub.
Costello's.
Whereas Costello's more like Pokies Bistro.
Right.
And they've just redone it. It's quite nice.
So the pub's where the loose units go.
Well, I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I can't go to the pub and order a Coke Zero, can I?
No. We can. We can.
Yeah.
But you got to go with other people that probably drink.
I'm actually quite self-conscious about my presentation where we live now.
Presentation.
In
Where
terms
you
of
dress up, where you go.
the way I dress.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because I've been known to lean into the fuckboy clothing style.
Yeah.
Which is not a thing in Gisborne.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wore a lilac singlet to the gym Monday.
The green one?
No, lilac's pink.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The,
Didn't know what lilac means.
It's like purple, I think.
Lilac's like a light purple.
Yeah. So I wore that to the gym. And as I was sort of got halfway into my session, I'm like, yeah, I don't think many men have worn faded purple clothes to this gym before.
So you just got to get a checkered shirt, cut the sleeves off it,
Yeah.
chuck your...
That could be the go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Brisbane squad were
Definitely.
doing that for a bit. Nexus and Flex and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, maybe you could start a new trend down here. Lumberjack
Let's
workout
do it.
gear.
Let's do it.
What's that fucking really expensive shit you were going to buy? A Kubra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have a
RM
fucking
Williams.
They
Kubra on,
They make flannos.
cut your sleeves off,
Yeah, $200 flanny. Sleeves
wear
gone.
big boots into the gym.
Mm. Remember the rider-wear boots?
Yep.
They still a thing?
Well, they are, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, they're not a thing.
No.
They are for
People
other
wear them.
people. Yeah. There's people out there that have them.
Yeah, with the matching stringer, they're a thing. But not in
Possibly.
our circle.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Stringer.
To be fair, they were very comfortable.
Yeah, weren't they fucking
Go-kart boots.
go-kart shoes,
Yeah.
wrestling shoes, boxing
There you
shoes?
go. I've got go-kart boots that I wear in my sim. Maybe I'll
Maybe
just
just wear them
that.
to the gym.
Yeah. Bright
Yeah.
orange. Big
Yeah.
Alpine Star logo on the outside.
So what do people do in the country? Like, did you get, like, is it bingo? Is it, was there something, were you just talking about the Yabby racing? Did you guys come to a conclusion of what people do? Or you just
no, we were just like that. Where we go isn't like we're like we're going to pub night, but it's like we're just going to
for dinner at the bistro.
The bistro to have dinner.
Yeah, right.
Whereas because the pub is where the Yabby races were.
Okay.
And I would need to go there before I took Amy there.
Yeah.
Because I've been to enough country pubs to know that you usually don't take your wife to the pub.
Do you reckon it's that bad?
I don't know, but I'd like
it's
to go
fucking
and find
Gisborne,
out.
bro.
Yeah, it's probably not. It's probably not.
Are you
But
kidding? There'd be like just a bunch of dudes just sitting around and fucking high vis, maybe like finishing a job.
That's
just smashing fucking
10
schooners.
blokes in there having a beer,
Smashing a couple of great Northerns.
You're not somewhere you go in and take a seat with your lady.
Yeah, okay. I don't think any of this shit. Yeah, let's go.
I've seen some shit, Jace. I've seen some shit.
Country life. I found. So speaking of places that you feel welcomed in, right? So I've found a place that I want Steph and I to migrate to, because it feels like home. Nah, I couldn't be any fucking further away from Gisborne. So when I was at the bodybuilding show, Amy ran out of food because the show went fucking 3 hours late, whatever. So I said, I'll go down to the supermarket, I'll go buy you some shit, and obviously I was going to buy myself some food too, which was the main reason I was going. So I walked down the street, and there's some dude like singing on the side of the road and whatever, and then like this lady like just spoke to me. She's like, "Oh, that's fucking such and such song," and I walked down the street even further, and I'm like, and this other lady was like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Wow," and I was like, "So Moonee Ponds,
yeah, bro,
Moonee Ponds." Dark features, beard, shaved head. It's just, I felt like I was one with the community.
Yeah.
So I messaged Steph straight away and I said, I found where we're going to move to.
Yeah.
And she's like, where? And I said, Moonee Ponds. I said, there's Mercedes-Benz everywhere. There's a lot of older European men. And there's a bunch of nonnas walking around and they all talk to me. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm in.
Essendon was fucking amazing, bro.
And they have is it La Macelleria or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm like, fuck. So then we looked up like...
That's where I used to go to the Moonee Ponds shopping centres, where I used to go to the coffee shop.
Yeah, I saw the coffee place.
That was set up
opposite
like a nice creamery.
From the Coles.
From Coles,
yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. So you go in there and there's
Yeah.
Lovely Nonna behind the counter, and I walked in and I was like, okay, I just bought a coffee machine. I had no idea what I'm doing. Help. She's like, well, okay, do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like dark? Do you like strong? Do you like nutty? Do you like creamy? Do you like sweet? And I was like, okay, give me this. And she actually blended two together, ground it all up for me. It was my favorite.
Let's go, Nonna.
It's my favorite trip every 2 weeks while I was living there.
That was fucking wicked. So then I looked up like market value of our home.
If I had $3 million, I would live there.
So I looked up market value of my home and what I could get for that, like plus or minus the stamp duty.
The unit we used to live in, that you used to come to? Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not willing to make the sacrifice.
Yeah, so the 2-bedroom unit that we lived in that had, at least it had 2 living areas that you could have used as a 3rd bedroom was $650 a week.
What was acceptable was about 1.8.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you basically can't buy... So we had townhouses over the back of us that were like 3-bedroom, double-story, brand new townhouses. So like, it's like the shittest... If you're going to move to that area, you want a house that suits the area, not some brand new thing. But yeah, they've sold for like $990,000.
Yeah,
for a townhouse.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. The cheapest house you could buy just because of the land.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what house was on. It was like 1.1, 1.2 while we're living there.
Well, who knows?
Mate.
Maybe.
I'll tell you what, if you move to Essendon, Strathmore, Moonee Ponds, there's way more potential to pull me there than there is to point
I don't mind it here. I like it. I like my house.
Yeah.
I like my quiet street.
Yeah.
It's good. So you fuckers asking me why I live here. Like, it's not none of your fucking business.
But yeah, that's the same vibe in Gisborne too. It's like everyone, all the neighbours wave and people say down the street and shit. And
I feel like that's the only place where I've like, maybe because they all are just like, it's like the family,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah, I'm trying to think because, I have racial blindness. Trying to think of like...
Yeah, it's because all you white people just fucking look down on us colours.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Ever since we migrated here, in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the I'll have to pay attention.
Yeah. I'm very aware of it.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what the percentage of population would be in Gisborne.
Like, even if I walk down the street in Gisborne, like, fuck, man, there's no way I would, like, blend in.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I'll pay attention and report back.
Yeah. What's up, guys? So before we move on, just wanted to make sure you guys know about our free resources on the website. So go to www.stcfit.com/resources and take advantage of our free body transformation guide, our SBD guide, and our body transformation quiz. So you've got APL Nationals prep starting?
Yeah, Mad's just started peaking for that.
Yeah, so I saw that on
5
Grammy.
weeks.
Yeah. So what's the deal? Confident?
Fucking all right. First week of singles. Take it easy. RP 7.
Yeah.
Yep. All good. Squatted 5 kilos off. 5. She squatted her comp PB. So on the day she squatted 100 kilos and missed depth.
Yeah.
And she like sat on the floor with 95.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we're on. And then the next day, like, pulled 7 kilos off.
Yeah. Sick.
Her comp PB as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll
So
make another big stride forwards in a very short turnaround.
one competitor?
Yeah.
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 Do you find it's easier when there's less? Or is it the same?
I've never handled. I've only done it once. I've never been to a meet with one lifter before.
Yeah, okay.
So when I went to nationals in 2019, 2018, whenever it was, I had one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So they were kind of different comps. But then even then I handled 3 of the other state guys because their coaches, I think they were self-coached.
Okay.
So I was like state coach, so I could handle. So I handled 3 other dudes as well. So yeah, short answer, I've never done it.
Do you have to, is this the same federation? Like, do you have to join to be a handler or a coach or whatever? Or you just can rock up and be the person on the day?
Yeah, I've got a membership anyway because I bought one to compete.
Yeah.
But they're part of the reason I align with APLs because they don't have that bullshit.
Yeah, it's a bit of it's kind of like the Costco membership.
Yeah, I think there's only one Fed left that behaves that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And it's just mass exodus. There's only still got a bit of a stronghold here. Everywhere else in the country's fuck off.
So what's the deal with the handling business? Is it like you just need someone there to wrap your knees, or like is there other elements to it? Like
you're basically the psychologist all day.
Yeah.
So from a coaching standpoint, it's understanding the personality of the athlete, where they're going to go well, where they're going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So what zone do you need to keep that lifter in to have the best possible day?
Yeah.
So Irene is probably a good example of someone who has a lot of fun when she works out in the gym. Doesn't wear headphones, banters with the group because she's in like a smaller gym. Talk shit, has fun. That's how she likes to train.
Yeah.
So come comp day, there's no point sitting here on the bench and eyeballing her and be like, right, let's fucking go. Like, that would be stupid. Yeah. She needs to still laugh and have a good time and between lifts not be even thinking about lifting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one of my other girls, one of Jackson's clients is like that, but next level. Just like loud and fun and just like here to have a good time. She also made nationals actually, so I'll be there for her in the morning.
Oh, I see.
And one of Reese's girls is in the same Fed as us. So helping out with her because Reese will be away as well. But yeah, like super different personality, hype, super bubbly, having fun. And I actually had to grab one of my other clients and be like, come over here because you're going to punch her in the face because you need to be fucking
just in
your own head.
Yeah.
Doing the thing. And like that's how I lift. I don't like
too.
to talk to anyone comp day. So handling and competing at the same time is like, yeah, well done. Now don't fucking talk to me head. Like hood up is more of a symbol to myself. Like, okay, you've got a job to do now.
Yeah.
So then obviously usually going in you'll have openers. The way I tend to schedule it, most people do better on comp day than what they have in the gym. But you learn that over time who does and who doesn't as well.
Yeah.
So if you get the peak right, in theory, when they come to the comp day, they'll actually perform better than their best efforts in the gym.
Yeah.
Because their best efforts in the gym are accumulation of fatigue.
Yeah, of course.
So you expect them to underperform a little bit.
Yeah.
So usually what I'll do is make their second attempt their their best effort in the gym. Usually.
Yeah.
Bench press sometimes is a little bit less because bench press is skill orientated and the percentage jumps are really high.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll pull that back a little bit. So that's usually set beforehand. And then the openers, generally speaking, just like 10% less.
Yeah.
So openers like a lift.
You just want them to hit that lift, right?
It's a lift you could do on your worst fucking day.
Yeah. It's
If
just
everything goes wrong,
just need a fucking
you
3
forget
white
everything
lights here.
and you just do it, you'll still make the lift.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the goal with that. And then, obviously, you judge the second attempt on what your jump would be for the last.
Yeah.
So, if it moves really well, cool, we're going to aim for this. If it's a bit sketchy, it's like, what's the minimum jump we could do? And go about it that way. So,
have you ever had a lifter compete and you haven't been able to handle them?
No.
Yeah. I just wonder how that would go.
I don't think so. Well, I had to leave States.
Oh, yeah. Were you texting Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So it's probably like
I had to watch the live stream and do it that way.
you probably just have to put your trust in. Like you obviously were able to watch it and then communicate. But if you weren't able to do that, you would have to just put your trust in someone. Like when Ben handled you for the first show.
Yeah, with 2 days notice.
Yeah, it was like, there was no conversation with your coach at the time.
Yeah.
Like during that, it was just
I don't know if Aaron was talking to him or not.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah.
But either way, even if there wasn't, you would probably just have to collaboratively be like, oh, this is why I hit in the gym, because you would have rough attempts in your head or even just set out before the day,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
It's
And the lifter knows that too.
This is what we're working towards, but we don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a figurative plan that's flexible.
Yeah.
Based off. Yeah, so I just wonder, there's no other way to do it, right? Some people surely would be able to handle themselves, though.
Well, I think the other consideration is I work mainly with newer competitors.
Yeah. So
a veteran who's done 3, 4, 5 meets can probably make that decision a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Like my last meet, I sort of walked off the platform and told, so Aaron handled me in my last comp as well.
Yeah.
I just sort of said, this is the number.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right. Like my
deadlift,
squat, I was like 200 kilos. And he was like, I've got it.
Yeah.
And then hit it okay. And if my lat hadn't fucking let go of my deadlift, I would have got that too. But
oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I was in a position where I knew my body well enough to be able to make the calls.
Yeah.
The other variables then you've got is how the day works. So it's particularly an inexperienced lifter who's seen some stuff. You've seen the fucking guy headbutting the bar. You've seen the salts. You've seen the fucking G up. You've seen all that bullshit. And then come in fucking G'd up. And it's we're warming up. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
So it's you can't sustain that level of arousal.
Yeah. It's just going to wear you down.
I imagine nationals is going to be a long day. So even the comp we did where we had to do the split during the jail time, as you called it, so we don't get demonetized, not that we're monetized. But they did a comp in the morning, they did a comp in the afternoon, so I was there for both.
Yeah.
So that handling that on the day is you're not 100% right now. We did everything we could for you to be 100%, but you've been here since 7 a.m. and it's 5:30 and you're about to pull your last deadlift.
Yeah, it's a long fucking day.
So it's you got to play those games as well.
Yeah, you got to.
You've also, with this one's we've got Maddie's weight under control. We had no interest in worrying about a weight class at all.
Yeah.
And then she was within 500 grams 10 days out.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And then I don't know if it was stress or her cycle or what, she gained a kilo the fucking day before.
Fuck.
So she ended up, luckily it was 24-hour weigh-in.
Oh,
so luckily she ended up spitting in a cup and shit just to drop 200 grams on the day, which is
fucking crazy, man.
That has still a little bit of an impact.
Yeah.
So you got to manage those things. The main one's arousal, just getting them to eat, getting them to sit down, getting them out of the gym.
Yeah.
You've been to lift-offs and powerlifting meets, not pro-raw level craziness.
Yeah.
But even the big PTC meets, screaming music,
Yeah, you just take them
bodies,
somewhere quiet if
people,
you can. Yeah,
all of that all day. It's just fucking.
yeah, it's just sensory overload.
So it's like get out of the gym, go for a walk, eat.
Pro
like,
was fucking nuts. Remember when Pro was in
that's wild.
was it FitX or
The Arnold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arnold. It was
Yeah,
FitX
yeah.
probably before that. It was fucking just like disco lights,
Yeah.
fucking the loudest music.
The last
you could
one that
think
they
of.
did when Will pulled for the win at
That
the
was
end.
actually fucking epic. But
I think that's my most memorable live sporting moment ever.
all right,
That
Yeah.
I've actually been there in person
Yeah.
to be like, this was fucking
epic.
Yeah,
It was pretty
wild.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's the handling part. It's more. It's interesting watching. I know coaches who have really shit business systems, who their programming isn't even that good, and a lot of what they do is like copying other, like their own shit and just giving it to clients and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
See them on the day.
that's where
And
they
you're
kind
like,
of
okay,
hit
that's
their,
where you're earning your money now.
yeah, they hit
like
their strides.
It's really brought up my respect level for them as coaches, because I'm like, you're
Yeah.
really good at coaching people into interacting one-on-one, understanding what they need at the time, those kind of either building stuff up or pulling it back down depending on the individual.
Yeah.
So for an example, one of Tam's clients, so Tam was filming and we were only allowed a certain amount backstage that we were handling at an APU meet when we had like fucking 15 lifters or something.
Yeah.
And this girl was, I think she was in the under 52s, maybe under 47s, like tiny little thing. Standing there before squats, and I could visibly see her hands like this.
Yeah.
And it's like the wrong coach is like, all right, let's fucking go. Whereas like she just needed to like hand on the shoulder, like, you've squatted this weight 100 times. There's no one here. It's just a barbell. Just go do the squat. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then you see their face afterwards, and it's just like lit up.
Yeah.
And then there's other people where you literally need to like grab them by the scruff of the neck and be like, fucking sit down on this and stand the fuck up.
Yeah.
And that's what they need. So
Yeah. How do you... What's up, guys? So before we move on, just a little bit more information for those people who are curious about coaching. Maybe they want someone to take care of their training, get a bit more specific, take it to the next level, or even just keep them accountable to all of the things that they need to do. So again, you guys can go onto the website, get a little bit more information. It's got all the information on there on what's involved to take your training to the next level. You can hit the inquiry button, and then we'll get on a strategy call and see what we can do for you. Outside, like, how do you teach that? What do you think? Like, is it an ego thing?
Can you teach it?
Well, is it an ego thing that why people can't see it? Because like, if you're that person that's just like, you know, I'm just going to grab you by the scruff of your neck and pin you up against the wall no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that you just can't see that this and understand this person in front of you?
The worst example of it I've seen is Tam did a novice meet. 2018, 2017.
Oh, that was in at
Frankston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tam was fucking massive. Super strong. Should have never quit.
Jack Tam.
Fucking hell. Anyway, so there was a guy there who had 3 novice meet, right?
Yeah.
3 women, all at least under 30, if not under 25. Squatting, body weight and a half.
60 kilos maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Knee wraps.
Yeah.
He hit this girl.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
double-handed back slap on bare skin.
Oh.
So hard that when she turned around to go under the bar, I don't think tears actually came out of her eyes.
She was welling.
But was 100% welled up tears.
Oh, this is
1 second would have just broken down and like crying.
Did she hit the lift?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
mean,
it's like
I was just curious more than that.
She didn't need it though.
Yeah.
That is fucking wild, man.
At 60 kilos, how much? It's actually harder to squat. It's actually harder to squat with wraps at 60 kilos than it is to squat with
you probably need the
sleeves.
weight,
Yeah,
enough
bro.
weight to push you down, right? Yeah.
Like you've had one on for 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's
like,
fucking awful.
Trying to hit a body weight squat in wraps is near impossible.
Like me putting on 90 kilos
Yeah.
to squat.
Yeah.
with
So
wraps
it's like,
on.
It's like, what are you doing here? So that was 100% ego. That was just like, he was fucking 6'4" and tatted and roided and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how he trains. So
Yeah,
that's
I was
how
just about to
everyone
say,
should
it's like
train.
it's either that or it's like it's all it's the one trick pony.
Yeah.
It's like that's all you know, so that's all you get.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's no other
Yeah.
tool in the toolbox to get the most out of somebody.
Yeah. Thankfully, I tend to attract people more like me that like to train by themselves, and they're kind of in their own place when they train.
Yeah.
But having clients that like train in a group environment where like it's a social thing for them as well, and having other influences makes it really hard, because it's like you actually need to calm the fuck down when you train, and you've got all these people yelling at you and G'ing you up, and it's like just chaos ensues.
Yeah.
So yeah, can you learn it? I don't know.
Well, I think you can with experience, but you have to be aware.
Confidence is part of it.
Yeah. You obviously, I reckon...
Because I think going the other way is almost as if not harder.
As in...
Well, so imagine... So that was Tam's client.
Oh,
Flip it the other way around and imagine Tam's got to get in someone's ear and be like, you stand this fucking deadlift up or you pass out on the platform.
Well, you've got to... I think as a coach, you have to have that...
So that...
You got to have both of those.
That step, I think, if you're a quieter personality...
Yeah.
And you don't command...
You got to have that
like
switch,
that.
though.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's just as hard as
to
being
develop. Yeah.
someone who's hyper aggressive to be able to just give someone a cuddle for a minute.
Yeah. I've even had people that at the start of the day it's the arm around the shoulder, and at the end it's like
It's time to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you're fucking pinning them up against the wall. Like
yeah.
If you die, you die.
Yeah.
Like stand the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
it's interesting, but I've seen a lot of fucking scary ass men that are coaches,
and they're just so
with clients just be like
arm on the shoulder.
Yeah. Like even my first comp, you spoke about Ben. Like he knew me for 5 minutes before he wrapped my knees the first time.
Yeah.
And went 9 for 9, absolutely seamless, and I'd never felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
Than that lift, that session.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, right, you're fucking terrified right now.
Yeah.
Got through the first squat. Like, okay, you feel good now. First one's out of the way. Same again. Third one, like, all right, we're pushing. Let's go. And then that just kind of ebbed and flowed over the day. He could read how I was feeling.
Yeah.
And then, come deadlift time. I was like, all right, party time. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can teach, I reckon you can teach it if you want to be aware of people's behavior and how to get the most out of them.
Yeah, and this is interesting, it's probably for the other podcast, but like the rush to become an online coach.
Oh man, like I'm almost like I'm trying to slow the boulder down. Yeah, I'm on the other side at the moment. I feel like
it's like those interpersonal skills and being able to read people's emotions and feelings, and like body language cues and all. Like you can go read a book, sure, but fuck.
Even just understanding the difference in language from one week to another. Yeah. It's like this person's struggling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and then being able to see that in a written check-in.
Yeah.
You need to have the reps on the board in face to face to be able to see it.
You need to be hyper aware.
Yeah.
And that hyper awareness comes from interacting with clients.
People a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, without going too far into it on this podcast, it's like you can't learn any better way to interact with clients than to be in the gym face to face with them.
Yeah.
Just movement assessments, like, seeing what a good rep looks like, a bad one, being able to fix it in real time.
Yeah.
Like language, tone, different deliveries of information to people.
Yeah, problem solving.
Yeah.
And I think maybe for this episode, maybe the takeaway there is like, if you are looking for an online coach, what reps have they got face to face?
Yeah.
It really is an important thing to think about. And don't get me wrong, there's PTs out there that have been PTs for 15 years that are still shit.
Yeah.
And like, time in the game doesn't mean you're good.
Yeah.
But it is part of the criteria, part of the consideration.
Yeah.
When looking for someone to work with, it's like, particularly if you want to compete, whether it's bodybuilding, powerlifting, even just photo shoots, something that you're going to need to lean on somebody.
Yeah.
that skill is really challenging. And then someone who skipped the face-to-face thing, I'm like, do you lack the passion, maybe? The empathy, maybe?
Definitely the problem-solving element.
The skill set of that personal interaction. Do you lack all of those things, and that's why you're like, I'll just go online because then I don't have to talk to people face-to-face?
Yeah.
For whatever one of those reasons, potentially. Like if you're just naturally socially awkward or whatever, it's like, I can just go down this direction. I don't have to work on it.
Yeah, I enjoy fitness, but not the people side of it.
Yeah, I just like writing really good programs, and the person is just a robot that I can plug into the program.
Yeah.
So I want to avoid the actual person to person.
That's still going to hit a roadblock at some point.
100% it is. And that's, I think, as a client, you don't want to hire that coach.
No. And I think you can find little holes in people's skill set with how they offer their services are.
Yeah.
Like if they're not offering like assessments on technique, if they're not having some form of coaching element to their check-in, so there's actual like questions prompting conversation and highlighting, wins and challenges. It's like the person's not asking those questions because they don't either want to address those things or they don't know how to.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes what's involved, like even though we don't like to use the whole like what you get, but for you guys like on this podcast, like what you get is fucking important.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes those things are a reflection of how good that coach is at that time as well.
Yeah. It's also interesting too, like the empathy of having been there and done it.
Yeah.
Like, walking into my first comp was they did the 82 kilo men on day one with the women. So under 90s was the lightest weight class.
Yeah.
So everyone was 90 kilos and above. I walked in like 86 or something.
Yeah.
And like, I think I finished 9th out of 11. And I think the guy that came first beat me by 250 kilos.
That's
in my weight class.
pretty big discrepancy.
Let alone the hundreds, the 110s and the
yeah.
opens. So it's like being in a position where you feel so far out of your depth. Like I'm a personal trainer. I lift weights for a living. But going to that environment, I'm like, fucking hell, this is not my gym. This is not my squat rack at Good Life Essendon. This is a different fucking kettle of fish we're playing with right now.
Yeah.
So, having a coach who's, for you, been on stage or at least gone through the process of like what it's like for the last 6 to 10 weeks of getting in shape and
shredded. Yeah.
Same with like you get the message fucking 4 weeks out, like, oh, my sleep shit, I'm moody, I keep forgetting shit. I'm like, welcome to the end of the
This is how it should be. Yeah.
Like, soz, oh, this hurts or that hurts. Like,
yeah, it's that power of doing and of having done it yourself. I still think is gonna set you apart from the person that probably hasn't.
Yeah.
Like as much as people can say, oh, you don't need to, you just need to learn the theory and blah blah blah. It's like it's little bits and pieces. I think at some point you're gonna really draw on your own experiences and be like, maybe this is how you could potentially deal with this situation. And, even like what you just said, like, you're kind of almost buttering people up to feel like, because they're going to feel a certain way. Yeah. It actually helps them cope with it.
Correct.
It's like, oh, you're going to feel hungry. You're going to forget your keys. You're going to, have diet brain. You're going to,
leave your shoes in the gym.
Yeah, just like fucking, forget shit.
Yeah.
And then like, at least then they're like, oh, I'm here. I know this
is normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's tremendous value in.
Yeah. I think if it was just the case that you didn't need all of those skills, then people just wouldn't have coaches either.
Yeah, well, that's
They'd
it.
just feel like I can go learn it.
Yeah. Dropping bombs, Tam. Yeah.
Sweet.
Running out of shit to talk about as well.
Thanks, guys. So we dropped our Coming Cup episode today. So I haven't seen any notifications, any messages.
We haven't been cancelled just
anything.
yet.
So if no one listened this week, we understand.
I listened to the first bit to see how we got there.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking funny.
It's a turning point of the STC brand.
It was just like country story of the week, and then you go, do you want to hear my other story?
Because I think, today was a much more reserved episode compared to last week.
I'm gonna have to. I feel like I'm gonna have to like do some weird shit.
Interesting people do interesting things, Jason.
Yeah, well,
put yourself in some interesting positions.
Yeah, I already have.
On a single seater couch.
I've got a lifetime of interesting situations.
Yeah,
Maybe we
Alright,
should
so
start sharing them.
Europe story of the week starts next week. All right. You
Yeah,
heard it here
gotta
first,
butter
folks.
Got to butter the wife up for
You
that
heard
one.
it here first.
All right, guys.
Thank
like,
you.
share, sub,
Yeah, do the
Do
stuff.
the thing.
Do the stuff.
do the thing.
Okay,
All
thanks.
right,
Bye.
catches.